Hey, so my car's been in for an MOT this morning. Passed, yay. So I'm stuck in, and it's raining, so I'm now stuck in my car, waiting for it to calm down a little bit so I can go inside. But I just had a thought about something that I thought I'd share with you, just to show how one really simple change can make such a huge difference. And so, in my business, I have online tools, and sometimes technology doesn't work, and that's fine, par and par for the course. And people who have invested in those products will message me and say something isn't working, and I'll do my best to fix it in as quick as time as possible, obviously working days taken into account. But what I will say is that people are quite quick to tell you that there's something wrong, but less quick to say thank you when you fixed it. Now, this isn't a moan about that. My point being, it's the impression that leaves with you. So think about this in terms of family court. So something happens and you point out a mistake or something, but you don't say thank you. The impression that leaves with someone, if you're set against the narrative of being abusive, of being entitled, of being all these things, then you're playing into that. So it could be in anything. It doesn't have to be about saying thank you. But I do think it's really important that we are mindful of our role in communication and how we come across to people. Now, I'm not saying that all the people communicate brilliantly and that we carry the burden of everything. Far from it. What I'm saying is individual pride in who we are, remembering the truth of who we are and allowing that to come through, even in difficult times, which I know is hard when you've got complex post-traumatic stress disorder and you're stressed and anxious because of what's going on. But the people that you're dealing with, in particular professionals, they're not seeing all of that. They're not in your body. They're not in your mind. They don't know what that feels like because they've probably not experienced it or haven't joined the dots and the times that they have experienced it, where it might come from, how it might feel. Their empathy might have run short on other cases. And so being able to leave a good impression by doing the really simple things of showing respect to that person, even if they made loads of mistakes. So for example, a CAFCAS officer has done a report that is filled with bias and opinion and factual inaccuracies, and you go back to them and you respectfully document the errors, the factual errors, the opinion stuff you have to address in court. But if you go back and say, look, these are the factual inaccuracies within the document, and then they come back and fix it, and you don't say anything, or you point out another problem, then it's the impression that you're being left with. So in that example, for just following on from that, so say they make some changes and they haven't made all of them, or they haven't made ones that you want, remember to say thank you for the things that they did do before you then say, however, just to clarify, these bits are missing. Could you just let me know why that is? Because, like I say, in some things, they're not going to change it because those are things that need arguing in court. They are matters of fact that are under dispute, that it's for the court to decide. But the simple things, like they've got a date of birth wrong, they've got a name wrong, they've got a school wrong, those sorts of things, if they make those sorts of changes, say thank you. It's simple, but people forget, when your mind's racing a million miles an hour, it is easy to forget. So this isn't criticism. It's just a reflection of, you want to leave the best possible impression with people because you are on the back of a narrative that you are this awful person, and you are a nice person, and you would normally say thank you. So just try and remember. I hope that's helpful. I'm going to make a run for it and hope that I don't get too wet. But take care. Drop me a comment. Let me know. What do you think? Do you think I'm barking up the wrong... By the way, just a caveat, I'm not saying that fixes the whole system. I'm just saying these are tiny little things that can make that can make a difference. When someone says thank you, it feels nice. When someone doesn't say thank you, you do walk away thinking, oh, they were a bit rude. And again, against the backdrop, those types of things are important. So anyway, drop me a comment. Let me know. Love your thoughts.